This is Top Billing on SABC3. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ursula. It's every artist's dream that their work should find a home in London's National Gallery. So when Joburg-based digital artist KarlGustav came across a house that was rather like stepping through the doors of a gallery, he knew that both he and his work had found their home.
The word immaculate comes to mind when you first see this grand home, but it took years of hard work to get there. KarlGustav was also a rather unfinished work in his youth. First wishing to be a concert pianist and then settling down to computer programming before his artistic calling.
How did this home speak to you? How did you just know it was meant to be yours?
You know, Ursula, when I first walked into this house, I had this intense sense of being in the National Art Gallery in London with its deep space, you know, foreground space, middle ground, background space, all linked together by beautiful arches, balconies, skylights, etc. Let me show you through.
Using his skill with computers and a digital camera, he combined the elements of art and technology to create a striking art form. He describes his abstract work as intense, passionate and sensual, with moments of subtle emotion.
You've used very dark, masculine colours in the furniture.
I love dark leather. It is natural product. It reminds me of Africa. It creates a strong foundation against which I can juxtapose my paintings, which are very often bright, bold, big, and I need to create that balance and contradiction.
Karl was 35 before he followed his artistic dream, and then he found his calling. Once he's happy with the images he designs, he prints them on materials ranging from canvas to PVC.
Take me through the process that you follow.
Firstly, I must say the computer is just a different brush. When I start with an artwork, I normally start with a sketch and a few notes about important elements. I then move on to the computer, graphic tablet, and infrared pen, which I use to sketch directly onto the computer. Once the artwork is complete, I transfer it to 3mm clear perspex, have it mounted on an acrylic frame, and display.
While he paints with virtual brushes, floral designer Peter Van Sale works in 3 dimensions for living works of art. We invited him to create arrangements that would reflect the composition and drama of Karl's work, while enhancing the architectural space.
I've used the bamboo with a soft palm, all different types of foliage, but you can go as bold as you like, as long as you create a synergy, that they all work together and the balance is good.
After 10 years living and working in Amsterdam, Peter started up Dutch Flower Design. One of his clever solutions to give flowers height in a large arrangement is to bind glass tubes to twigs with wire and transparent tape. While every room has its particular charm, the broad verandas lend themselves to relaxation and less formal living. Peter's arrangements reflect the atmosphere. Karl hasn't confined himself to digital design. He enjoys cuisine and has included his art in a practical way in the kitchen.
Ursula, I had this idea of using one of my own artworks as a splashback for the kitchen because I love cooking and I need to be surrounded with creative things in a creative environment.
The kitchen's inspiring, but there's one other room that he particularly loves. An outside fountain splashes just beyond the double doors into his dining room. Here, Peter has set his arrangements low on the table to clear the way for conversation. The moving hand is all part of the video installation element of Karl's work.
What makes this piece so special?
This piece epitomizes my work up to date. We have a video installation of a man's journey through life, set behind the environment of life, and in the front I have a crowd of rather pale, one-dimensional spectators.
Now, would you say at this moment in time that is your favorite piece?
Ursula, I'm not allowed to have a favorite piece of art because I need to be able to distance myself from them, but this art will definitely represent me as I am now.
It symbolizes his 8-year journey of discovery that's led to an extraordinary body of work. Karl believes that art and architecture share drive and scientific awareness. His walls are visual proof of his grand experiment.
picnic on the beach, sundowners in the bush, crayfish on your yacht, and a masterpiece on your wall. Oh, the simplest things in life, if done well, are surely the finest. We hope your year has been full of them. And if you need a reminder as to what they are, you know where to find us. So from everyone at Top Billing, until next week, do take care and good night.